la! Your dream vacation to Vietnam starts from rupees 39,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Hello and welcome to Galatta Plus. In this video review episode, we're going to be talking about Christopher Tommy's Ullozhukku. This film is an impressive debut and it is a story about two women brilliantly played by Urvashi and Parvathy. Ullozhukku, meaning undercurrent, is essentially a showcase for two women. I'm talking both about Urvashi and Parvathy Thiruvothu, the actors, and the superbly written characters that they play. Mother-in-law Leela Ma and daughter-in-law Anju. They are from different generations, of course, but in this small place in Kuttanad, time seems to have stood still in some respects. For instance, Leela Ma wanted to study medicine, but her parents wouldn't hear of it. They got her married off at a young age. Anju, on the other hand, is a working woman as the film opens. She is a sales girl in a sari shop, but after marriage, she too becomes a housewife, looking after the numerous needs of family. But at least one thing has changed across generations. Leela Ma accepted her fate with resignation and perhaps even a bit of delusion. The Lord is jealous of my happiness, she says when she talks about her ailing son, Thomas Kutty, played by Prashant Murali. And we wonder, was happiness even there in the picture? But Anju, Thomas Kutty's wife, isn't one to wallow in a dream world. She sees her reality clearly, and this reality stinks. The first-time director, Christopher Tommy, has a firm grip over both his craft and his understanding of the psychology of his two heroines. Anju grows from being a woman of few words, someone who suppresses her anger and disappointment, to a woman who begins to speak up against the injustices done to her. And over the same time, Leela Ma slowly sheds her delusions and begins to face reality. These two parallel characters create a very moving drama, and both actors are aces. Both of them play characters with at least one big secret being hidden from the other one. In one case, the audience is in on the secret. In the second case, we find out what the secret is as the character finds out. This is the terrific narrative strategy that makes us see these two women differently, and our sympathies change over the course of events. We begin by thinking one woman is being cheated, and we pity the other one, but slowly the tables are turned. The filmmaking is fantastic. Sushin Shyam's music is perhaps a tad overbearing for such a minimalistic narrative story, but it did not bother me too much. There is so much to savor. I got a bit of a jolt with a sudden cut where we catch our first glimpse of Thomas Kutty. It mirrors the suddenness with which Anju's life has changed. The writing constantly emphasizes the similarities and differences between the two women. For instance, like Leela Ma, Anju too has been forced into a marriage. The cinematographer is Shehnaz Jalal, who shot Brahma Yugam and Bhutakalam. We keep getting three types of compositions. One where Anju is in focus and Leela Ma is out of focus, one where Leela Ma is in focus and Anju is out of focus, and one where both women are center framed and in focus. Playing with focus is not a new technique, but this adds to our understanding of who at that point is the keeper of fuzzy secrets and lies at the heart of the story. The other stylistic element is the monsoon, which drenches the story in rains. This makes even the simple act of walking out of a house to make a call seem difficult, and of course at the end, when the emotional storms are over, the rains stop too. The ending is the only part of Ullozhukku that made me wish for something more. A woman makes a decision and it seems hurried. Thinking back, we can see where the decision came from, and in some ways it is the right decision. You would want to be with someone who has weathered the same storms as you have and who seems more in sync with you as a person than anybody else. There is a key line here earlier in the film: I understand you more than anyone else, but I didn't get that satisfying click while the sequence played out. What about the men? Arjun Radhakrishnan plays a man doing a temp job until he can realize his big dream. The way the prospect of money can corrupt a character, even to a small extent, is shown very nicely. He loves his girlfriend, but perhaps he loves his dream more. These layers are not hammered home, and this lends the film a lovely floating quality of life happening as opposed to a story unfolding. I was moved by the way Thomas Kutty reaches out for sex even though his body is weakened by his condition. He knows Anju did not want him as a husband, and yet he has his needs. The storytelling is so empathetic that you don't feel Thomas Kutty is being a horny pig. You just pity the man for wanting a normal life. Both these male actors infuse a sense of lived-in reality to their roles. But yes, this is an all-out Urvashi Parvathy show. Watch Urvashi when she picks up the phone and quickly understands what's going on with Anju. Watch the incredible scene where Parvathy realizes something and struggles to stay composed, her every reaction being reflected in the bathroom mirror. Every act has an Ullozhukku, an undercurrent. When someone who is alone says that they will write off the property to this other person, is it an act of selflessness Or is it a manipulative act meant to bind this other person to you out of emotional guilt and make you feel less alone? There is a lot of subtle emotional manipulation done by these characters, which made me think of this absolutely wonderful aspect of cinema. If this same story had been narrated in a loud, melodramatic way with constant cuts to reaction shots and with loud music, we'd get a gripping mega serial. In other words, treatment and tonality are everything. Finally, Ullozhukku is a lovely statement about how love and trust have to be earned, that these are not automatically generated because you are born to someone or because you get married to someone. Alencia Lopez, good as always, he plays Anju's father with that I know best attitude common to many small town fathers, and he is humanized only when he realizes that he does not know what is good for everyone. We may live in a collective society, but eventually we are all individuals, very distinct and very flawed individuals. Ullozhukku embraces these individuals and their flaws without an iota of judgment. The first time someone touches someone else because they want to and not because they're expected to, this touch comes from love and trust and acceptance and forgiveness. There is so much humanity in this beautiful film. Also, there is so much love. And that's it about Ullozhukku. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galatta Plus and see you soon at the movies.
Hola! Your dream vacation to Vietnam starts from rupees 39,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.